Ladies and gentlemen, before we dive into the heart of tonight's talk, I want to start with a simple question. How often do we pause to consider the invisible forces shaping our lives? How often do we stop and wonder why some days feel effortless while others feel like a struggle? Why relationships flourish sometimes and falter at other times? Why our minds can be so restless even when our bodies are still? Life, as we experience it, is a series of contrasts, light and shadow, motion and stillness, joy and sorrow. Yet, we rarely see these contrasts as parts of a whole. Instead, we label them good or bad, right or wrong, success or failure. But what if we could see beyond these labels? What if we could recognize that these opposites are not enemies, but partners in the dance of life? Tonight, I want to take you on a journey not through theory alone, but through stories, through nature, through the patterns we often overlook in our daily lives. We will explore a principle that has guided human understanding for thousands of years, yet remains as relevant today as it was in ancient times. This principle is Yin and Yang, the eternal balance of forces, the interplay of opposites that makes life possible, meaningful, and beautiful. As we begin, I invite you to reflect quietly for a moment. Notice your breath. Notice the sensations in your body. Perhaps you feel tension, or perhaps a sense of calm. Both are part of the same flow. Both are necessary, and it is in this flow, in this dynamic movement, that we will find our story tonight. We are gathered not just to explore philosophy, but to touch something deeper, the silent forces that shape every moment of our lives. Those forces are yin and yang, the eternal balance of opposites. Let me start with a story. Imagine a river flowing through a valley. Some parts are calm, reflecting the sky like a mirror. Other parts crash against rocks, roaring with energy. The river is never just calm, and it is never just wild. In that river, in its every bend and curve, lives the essence of yin and yang. Every day, we live in the tension of opposites, ambition and patience, rest and work, technology and nature. Yet we rarely stop to notice them, and it is this balance, this dance, that allows life to thrive. Tonight, I invite you to explore this dance with me. Part 1. Origins of Yin and Yang, 5 to 15 Min. The concept of yin and yang originates from ancient Chinese philosophy, particularly Taoism. It is a lens through which we can understand the universe. Yin, dark, receptive, passive, feminine, inward. Yang, bright, active, assertive, masculine, outward. But yin is not weak, and yang is not strong. They are complementary. One cannot exist without the other. Think of day and night, summer and winter, sun and shadow. Without darkness, we would never appreciate light. Here's a story. A seed buried in the dark soil, yin, feels pressure, stillness, and invisibility. But with sunlight, warmth, and water, yang, it grows, stretching toward the sky. Alone, neither can fulfill its potential. Together, they create life. Pause for reflection. Where in your life is the soil dark, and where is the light reaching you? Part 2. Yin and Yang in personal life, 15 to 25 Min. Balance is not just a concept, it is lived. 1. Mental health, reflection and action, rest and productivity. Too much yang, constant activity, leads to burnout. Too much yin, overthinking or passivity, leads to stagnation. 2. Professional life. Leaders who only act without listening create chaos. Those who only reflect without acting miss opportunity. 3. Relationships. Giving without receiving drains the soul. Receiving without giving isolates us. Let me ask you, in your life today, which force dominates? Take a moment to notice it. Some of you may be overly yang, always doing, achieving, striving. Some may be overly yin, hesitant, introspective, cautious. Both extremes carry lessons, but imbalance carries risk. Part 3. Yin and Yang in society, 35 Min. Yin and Yang are not just personal, they are societal. Justice and mercy, freedom and responsibility, tradition and innovation. Consider American history. The Constitution embodies balance between federal and state power, between individual rights and collective good. Too much power concentrated in one branch, and the system falters. Too little coordination, and chaos ensues. Balance sustains society, just as it sustains us individually. Story. Think of the civil rights movement. Activists challenged laws with courage and energy, while deep reflection, strategic planning, and moral persuasion, yin, sustained the movement. Only the union of these forces changed a nation. Part 4. Yin and Yang in science and psychology, 35 to 45 Min. Balance is embedded in our biology. Circadian rhythms, day and night, yin. Nervous system, sympathetic, fight or flight, yang, and parasympathetic, rest and digest, yin. Psychology, introversion, yin, extroversion, yang, shape how we interact with the world. Creativity often arises from the interplay of reflection and action, analysis and intuition. Quick exercise. Let's take a breath together. Inhale slowly, yang, outward, active. Hold it, transition. Exhale slowly, yin, inward, receptive. This simple rhythm embodies the balance we seek. Hack Part 5. Consequences of imbalance, 45 to 50 min. Imbalance leads to suffering. Too much yang, stress, aggression, burnout. Too much yin, fear, passivity, missed opportunities. Example, a CEO worked 18 hours a day, achieving great financial success but losing family relationships and personal joy. Yang without yin created a hollow victory. Example, a talented artist avoided risk for years, afraid to share work with the world. Yin without yang led to regret. Balance is not a luxury, it is survival. Part 6, Cultivating Balance, 50-55 min. How do we restore balance? 1. Daily reflection, yin and decisive action, yang. 2. Mindfulness and meditation, moments of stillness to recharge. 3. Physical activity, yang movement for the body, yin recovery for the mind. 4. Acceptance of cycles, life is seasonal, not linear. Story, the bamboo bends with the wind, yin, and yet grows tall and strong, yang. Its strength comes not from rigidity, but from harmony. Interactive. Take a moment to write down one area in your life where you want to restore balance. One step, one action, one commitment. Part 7, Philosophy of Life, 55 to 59 min. Life is not about extremes. Shadows are shaped by light. Struggles carry lessons. Yin and Yang remind us that tension is not enemy, it is teacher. Harmony is not absence of conflict, but embracing duality. Think of your life as a river. Calm sections reflect beauty. Rapid sections teach resilience. Both are necessary. Both are beautiful. Conclusion, 59 to 60 min. Yin and Yang are more than ancient words. They are forces shaping every heartbeat, every thought, every action. They remind us, life thrives in balance, not rigidity. Joy and sorrow, action and reflection, giving and receiving, all are threads of the same tapestry. Find your rhythm, embrace the dance, and let your life flow like the river, strong, graceful, and balanced. As we reach the end of our time together tonight, I want to step back and look at the bigger picture. Yin and Yang are more than philosophical concepts. They are a lens through which we can see the rhythms of our lives, the cycles of our society, and the very fabric of the universe itself. They remind us that life is not about extremes or absolutes, but about harmony. It is about understanding that joy and sorrow, action and reflection, giving and receiving are all threads woven together to create the tapestry of existence. Consider the world around you, the ebb and flow of the ocean, the seasons of the year, the cycles of day and night. Everything moves in a rhythm of balance, even when it seems chaotic. When we align ourselves with this rhythm, when we honor both the yin and the yang within us, we find clarity, resilience, and peace. I leave you with this thought. Each of us carries both light and shadow, strength and vulnerability, action and stillness. The dance of yin and yang is not something we achieve once. It is something we practice every day, in every choice, in every moment. And as we embrace this dance, we discover not only balance, but connection to ourselves, to each other, and to the world. May you leave tonight inspired to notice the forces at play in your life, to honor both your yin and your yang, and to move forward with awareness, compassion, and courage. For in the embrace of balance, we find the true beauty of living.